Okay, this is the first video on Adobe XD, and as you see I have it open. You probably won't see recent because you're probably opening this for the first time. And so we're going to go through just setting up your project for your mock-up, right? And our mock-up is just exactly what your website looks like. You could also use it for your wireframes if you wanted. So you see some choices of sizes, and you can do custom size, but let's just start with web, and let's click this arrow. And since I'm having you make the first one, the desktop 1200 pixels, I'm going to go ahead and say web 1280 pixels, and I'll double click on it. And here we see that I have this document, and it is 1280 pixels wide by 800 high. Now the first thing that we should be worried about is that, guess what? Our website is not going to be 800 pixels wide, right? We have this one page website that we're going to scroll down, and so we're going to need to make this bigger. Now I'm panning around. I have a trackpad. I use 2-finger scrolls. I think, yeah, if you hold the space bar, that will let you turn into the pan tool right here. And then in all Adobe products, hitting Command plus, Command minus will get you at various zooms. So you should pay attention to this right here in the top right corner, right? We want to see it at 100% of what it will actually look like when it's on the screen for us. Now over here, we have all of our tools. This will be a changing thing depending on what I have clicked down at the bottom. I can even double click on it to get it away from there, and that way it gives me a little more room so I can see it on my screen that happens to fit this 1280 pixel thing all by itself. Now again, I said that we will likely not want to leave it at this height, so all I did was I clicked on the name here to select the whole artboard, and then I'll go down here and I'll just drag this out, right? And I can make this as high as I want to, right? And obviously as you design, you're going to have to make it the correct height for your design. You will notice that it has this blue thing. You really don't have to worry about that here. That has to do with some of the prototyping abilities that Adobe XD has, and we are largely not going to use those right there. So I've got my first artboard for my desktop. Well, I'm going to need another artboard for my my smartphone. So I'm going to go ahead over here to the Artboard tool. And with my Artboard tool, first of all, let me not have this artboard selected. Let me go to the Artboard tool because I'm going to add a new artboard. When I don't have this selected, I can choose from here. And so we're going to make a website of this right here. This is the size of an iPhone, so I'm going to go ahead and click on that. And you'll see what it does is it added another artboard. So let me zoom out with Command negative or Command minus. Now I don't like that it's underneath, so I'm going to go ahead and move that up here so that we're right next to each other. I'll probably just put them like right there. And of course this one also is going to have to be bigger, so I'm going to grab that, and actually I just clicked on it because there's nothing in it right now, so it'll just let me resize the artboard. So I'm going to go ahead, it's probably going to be even maybe longer, I don't know, right? So right there, that's it. That's doing our setup for making our mock-up. So go ahead and make sure you have 2 artboards, 1280 and our 375 wide, so that you may begin turning your lo-fi wireframe, or if you're just doing your regular wireframe in this, and then into the mockup. Just a quick append to this video. Obviously you should be saving and saving often. So File, Save, or Command S. Save as, if it hasn't been saved once, it will automatically save as on save. You obviously want to save it to your computer and call it maybe Boss Battle or whatever it is you want to call it, doesn't matter. Find out where you want to put it. You can click on that and figure out where you're going to put it. I'm going to throw this on my desktop. So all I did was click here and then hit save. And that's super important, obviously.